Hey, it's Travis with CommitToMore.com, and in this video just wanted to talk about how to stop procrastinating, something that we're all really good at, right? Procrastination. Every single day you wake up and you've got things that you know you need to accomplish, but for whatever reason, don't always get around to all of them. I'm guilty of it at times as well, but I've figured out that there are 3 different ways that, me personally, that I'm able to kind of stay on track and reduce the amount of procrastination in my life. Procrastination can be really nasty, and it can hold us back from accomplishing and preventing our goals. And that's really the key thing to remember is, what is it that is negatively impacting you? How are you being negatively impacted by your procrastination? When you're putting things off, you're basically sacrificing your end result, your goal, your big goal, for an instant gratification, whether it be laziness or complacency or, I'll get to that later. That is a short-term solution. That's a story you're telling yourself that it's more important for you to watch TV or drink a beer or lay around and just do nothing than it is for you to accomplish your goals. So for example, it's a Saturday afternoon right now at my place. I've got 2 small kids, and my wife and my daughter are at a party right now, and I could easily be working on something else or doing something, but I decided that I was going to shoot this video because it's a goal of mine to grow this internet business, this online business of mine. And so I'm here shooting this video and reducing the procrastination because I'm keeping my end goal in mind. So with that, I wanted to share with you the 3 things that I think are really important and critical for you to remember when it comes to reducing or eliminating procrastination in your life. So first of all, it's know exactly what your goals are. So have you written your goals down? In previous videos we've talked about what successful people do in order to establish what their goals are. Make sure that you watch that video, but you need to write down what you want so that you understand what your long-term vision is. Because once you have that quantified or qualified, then it makes it a lot easier for you to keep that goal in mind whenever procrastination creeps in and tries to steal that success away from you. So let me give you an example. This video is an example, but also in sales. I'm in sales. I have a full-time job. I'm a commercial real estate broker. I make a ton of cold calls every day. Well, I don't always like making cold calls, so sometimes I procrastinate. And so my end goal is my income goal for the year. In order to reach that income goal, I know exactly how many calls I have to make each day, each week, each month, each year, because the numbers don't lie. If I don't make those calls, I don't make my income. So when I start to procrastinate, I always just remember what my income goal is, how many calls I need to make. If I don't do my calls today, I'm compromising my income for this year. So that always turns me around. That always gets me back in the swing of things. And then I always just say, okay, let's start small. 3 calls, and that turns into 20, 30 calls for the day. That's just how it goes. So make sure you understand what your goal is. Maybe your goal is to have a more tidied house, more organized home. Well, if you walk by the laundry every day and you don't do anything about it, how is that getting you any closer to your goal? So make sure you first and foremost just write those things down, have a good understanding of them, okay? Secondly, have energy in your life. This is a big deal. If you don't have energy in your life, if you always feel tired or sick, then you're not going to have the motivation to do things. You're going to procrastinate. You just simply will. It's human nature. It's much easier to be lazy than it is to get out there and do some hard work. So I would suggest a couple of things. 1, drink plenty of water. Drink more water than you think you need every day. Try to stay away from caffeine first thing in the morning, too much caffeine, because caffeine has a counter effect on you. It actually creeps in later in the day. So what I always try to do is drink more water than I think I need, and drink just a minimal, if I'm going to have any caffeine at all, just a minimal amount every day. And what I found is that the water really, it gives me more energy than the caffeine ever did, interestingly. So that's one thing. Secondly, eat good foods. So don't have a big, heavy, hearty lunch that makes you tired at the end of lunch and you want to go take a nap. Eat good foods that are green and have water contained in them, or good raw foods with nutrients in them that are going to get you through the rest of the day and give you energy. Food is a big deal from an energy standpoint, and if you don't have energy, then you're not going to do anything. You're going to be lazy, you're going to be complacent, and you're going to procrastinate. So make sure you eat well and you drink good stuff, and try to just stay away or minimize the junk food and the alcohol, and just focus on good things so that you can reach your goals. And third is have a reward system. So have some sort of a reward in place for accomplishing the thing that you want to do. So, or when procrastination creeps in on you, instantly just snap out of it and say, if I do this right now, I'm getting closer to my goal, and I'm going to reward myself. So as an example, say you want to work out more, so you're getting lazy and it's in the morning and you say, oh God, I just don't want to do it today. Well, procrastination is creeping in on you. Snap out of it and then say, once I work out, I'm reaching my goal, I'm getting closer to my goal of losing 15 pounds, and I'm also going to be able to let myself have a chocolate bar at the end of the day today. Maybe that's a bad example, but you get the idea. Reward yourself, and that keeps you on track. So just in reviewing, here's the 3 things I'd suggest that you start to implement. 1, make sure you know what your goals are. Okay, very important. 2, do the things that you need to do to have more energy in your life. And 3, reward yourself for not procrastinating. Highly effective things. I highly recommend you do it, because procrastination, again, guys, can hold you back from accomplishing your goals. And if you're not growing, you're dying. And you want to be growing and being more productive and more effective and generating more income for you and your family, and being a better person today than you were yesterday, and just working on systems that allow you to create passive income in your life. All these things, you can't do them if you're lazy. You've got to get out there and stop procrastinating. So if you're interested in kind of a more in-depth dive on procrastination, I just released a new ebook on this, and I'll leave a link in the description below for you. Make sure and check it out. It's a great book. Also, hey, thanks for watching this video, and we'd love it if you're a subscriber to our channel. Just hit the subscribe button below, and if you got any comments, make sure and leave them below as well, and we'll make sure and answer those. So hey, thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and we'll talk with you in the next one. Thanks.